Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 8th, 2019. Time is 2:02 p.m. I am calling this meeting to order, and I'm going to ask Judd to lead us, please, in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. So attending are Commissioners Duncan, Brooks, and Filios, and we'll move on to the consent calendar.
I move that we approve the consent calendar as listed on our business meeting agenda for July 9th, 2019.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye. Moving on to the payables list. Do we have a motion?
Yes, I move that we approve the payables list for the week of July 1st through July 5th in the amount of $768,519.33 with no jury panel payments.
Got it.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye. Motion carried. Do we have any changes to the agenda? Hearing none, moving on. The first of our action items, ballot order, resolution 2019-58, to designate polling places for elections on August 27th, 2019. Consolidated elections office. Judd, would you care to elaborate, please?
Yes, so this is provided for in the state code. It's not usual to have elections in August, but it's totally fine. And so Lakeland and Kellogg school districts are availing themselves of the option to run a bond. Kellogg's narrowly failed in May, and Lakeland's putting forth their own. So we're looking at not every voting precinct this time, just for Lakeland and Kellogg. So Kellogg's only got one, that's precinct 68, and then Lakeland's got their own. So just looking for your approval of the polling places in the ballot order, please.
Okay, cool. Questions? Motion?
I move that we approve the ballot order and resolution 2019-58, which designates the polling places for the August 27th, 2019 consolidated election.
Second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion carried. Item 2, consent to sublease for Collins Aerospray Incorporated doing business as Dauntless Aircraft at the airport. Phil, would you, yes sir, go right ahead.
Commissioners, Phil Cummings for the record. Aerospray DBA Dauntless Aircraft is a Forest Service contractor. They operate the single-engine seat pontoon models. They have opened a maintenance facility in the northwest of Coeur d'Alene. They're starting out initially leasing a hangar from Mark Collins. They're looking forward to building a hangar here. So we recommend that the Commissioners approve the sublease for Dauntless Air.
Okay, questions? Motion?
I move that we approve the sublease for Collins and Aerospray Inc.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion carried. Item number 3, contract for construction management for the Perry Transfer Station with Jacobs, CH2M Hill Solid Waste. Is Kathy here? Here you are. Sorry.
Yes, as you mentioned, this is a contract between Jacobs Engineering, also known as CH2M Hill, and the county is for engineering and consulting services. They'll do some design, permitting, and construction management for development of a metal stair system in the back of the facility, along as a roofing system and some other improvements, and not to exceed $24,370.
Okay. And this is budgeted, I presume?
Yes.
Okay. Motion?
I move that we approve the contract for the construction management at the Prairie Transfer Station with Jacobs Engineering, CH2M, and Solid Waste in the amount of $24,370.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye. Motion carried. Item number 4, annual service agreement with our Juvenile Detention Center for the generator, buildings, and grounds.
Christy Kane for the record. This is another service agreement for the generator at JDC. It's a service agreement, can be canceled at any time. It just gives us a reduced cost on labor.
Any increase?
That's $100 more than the year before.
than a year before, okay. Motion?
I move that we approve the annual service agreement for the Juvenile Detention Center's generator with Western States CAT.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye. Motion carried. Item number 5, 2018 IECC grant for a generator purchase for our sheriff's organization, specifically 911.
Commissioners, Colin McRoy, Kootenai County 911 for the record. This is requesting approval to purchase a replacement generator for the 911 center under grant funding. This is grant funded 100%, no match required. This was the 2018 IECC grant done through the Idaho Public Safety Communications Commission. The county pays into the grant fund and we get a portion back. So this is the 18 part of our 18 grant request, completely covered under what we were funded for this project. So it's just seeking your approval for the purchase.
Okay.
Is this a reward, award or an application?
This is just, the previous board already accepted the award. This is just approval to actually expense the funds.
Oh.
We haven't.
Gotcha.
I'll now request advanced reimbursement from
Okay.
the state and everything to actually process the grant. So we've been awarded the funds, we just haven't expensed.
Expended them, yes.
Okay.
Motion?
I move that we approve the 2018 IECC grant expense.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion carried. Item number 6, amendment of solicitation for the modification of the contract with Bureau of Lands Management and our sheriff's organization.
Ryan Higgins for the record, the Sheriff's Office. This is a modification to a current contract we have with BLM. They increased the award by $8,000, so it'll be a total of $22,500. That typically all goes to salary. So
That's just for patrol.
that's just for patrol.
Okay. So we're actually patrolling federal lands, is that it?
Yeah, so there's some BLM land throughout, spattered around the county that we go and patrol, and when we do, they're supposed to fill out a sheet, shows who was there, how many deputies, how many hours they were there, minutes, and then if there was any calls for service. And then that gets calculated by administration, and then we bill or put it towards that.
And when you operate on the federal lands, do you have full enforcement authority?
No, and we haven't been able to get that yet. We've been still trying to get with Forest Service and BLM, the federal government, to get a FLETC class so we can enforce their laws. And there's been some reluctance on some sides. Mainly with the Forest Service, I don't know why. You know, because it would help them out and it'll help us out. You know, if somebody's cutting down a green tree in the woods, we can deal with that. Or damaging resources out there, we can deal with that. Right now, we just take down a license plate and name and hand it off to the Forest Service. So it would be beneficial to have that, but I don't know where the hang up is, but it's not on our side. We're willing to send the guys to the classes.
Okay. Motion?
I move that we approve the amendment of solicitation, modification of contract to include the increase from Bureau of Land Management.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan. Aye. Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion carried. Thank you. Item number 7, contract for vehicle storage building with TML Construction for 911 and our sheriff's organization.
Ward Crawford, Sheriff's Office 911 for the record. This is just a request to sign the contract really with TML for the construction of the storage building on the 911 grounds. The whole budget process and their bid was approved here a couple weeks ago in another meeting, so we have just seeking the signature of that aspect of the contract.
Okay. Questions? Motion?
I move that we sign the contract for the vehicle storage building with TML Construction.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion carried. Item number 8, Resolution 2019-59. And I think what I'm going to do is combine this with Resolution 2019-60 to both classify and destroy background files respectively. The applications with our Kootenai County Sheriff's Organization.
Okay,
Marcia Hagley, Sheriff's Office for the record. We are just seeking classification of these temporary records. They have been kept the required length of time and they are needing to be destroyed.
Now, these are job applications,
They're
Marcia?
former job applications when we used to have the paper applications and our background files for those applicants that were not selected for hire.
Got it. Okay, motion.
I move that we approve resolutions 2019-59 and 2019-60 to classify records and destroy the records as appropriate by law.
Are we gonna do the other ones too?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
It's a different,
Well, one's to classify and one's to destroy.
yeah.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye. Okay, moving on to item 10, which is another resolution 2019-61 to classify records for employee timesheets for the period 2009 through 2015 for a sheriff's organization. Marcia?
Chairman, can we also combine the 10 and 11? I believe
Oh.
previously, one's for classification, one's for destruction.
Okay, yeah, so why don't we do that? That'll be item 11, which is 209-62 to destroy the employee timesheets for the same time period, and item 12, which is, no, item 12 is different, just 10 and 11. Okay, go right ahead, motion.
Okay.
I move that we approve resolutions 2019-61 and 2019-62, which is the classification and destruction of records per law.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye. Motion carried for items 10 and 11. Item number 12, 2019 Emergency Management Program grant with a for a grant application with Office of Emergency Management, sponsored by Resource Management Office. Kim?
I'm here, but Rachel Irish is here from OEM, so I'll let her speak to this as she's the
Go right ahead.
Rachel Irish for the record. Yes, this is our annual emergency management program grant which pays for salaries and operation of the Office of Emergency Management. And this is just the application.
Okay. Motion?
I move that we approve the 2019 Emergency Management Program grant application.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion carried. Item 13, final item, Avista Electrical Service Extension funding for the airport. Phil?
Phil Cummings for the airport. Excuse me. We're requesting that the county pay Avista $12,873.07 to move forward with a transformer feed. We had to move the Forest Service, as you know, Stancraft is now on the north side, working toward building their FPL. Typically, the Forest Service rented that from us every year for 90 days. Well, in light of the changes, we've shifted everything to the south ramp. There's no power available for the portable borate unit. The Forest Service has the money, however, they, in a budget, they have to pay us. So what they've agreed to do is we're gonna raise their rent $200 a day for 90 days, which is $18,000. And of course, requesting that we pay up front, because Vista will not install the power without upfront payment. So it'll cost the county, like I say, $12,873.07. Forest Service will be paying us back $18,000.
You're telling me we're making a profit?
About $5,000 on it. Yeah.
I guess it's cool when it's the federal government, is that right? Well, I don't know, I'm just...
Question.
Yes.
The timing of this, why is it not in 2020 budget? I understand the approval and moving them and stuff, but when is their 90-day contract?
As soon as this is signed, we can get their contract signed. Typically, we sign it the 1st of July, however, this kind of held it up, so the sooner we get a check to the Vista and they can get started, we can get things rolling.
Are you asking why it wasn't forecasted? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, yeah, we were so close to the budget process, it seems like an unbudgeted thing, so that's all I was asking. Or why didn't it come before us sooner?
We didn't know.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
No.
because we didn't know when Stancraft was going
Correct.
to materialize.
It
So-
would be part of 19's budget, because it normally comes before, in July, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
And so it
Okay.
was just something that was unforeseen.
Okay,
It's the remainder of the budget the Forest Service paid us for the construction
right.
that finished for this budget year cycle for them. It was leftover money. So they can pay us to do work, however, for them to get a check cut through their normal channels would be approximately, they said, about 90 days. Fire season's over by then. And
Gotcha.
they've already set up the equipment, so we're just trying to get a power so they can function.
Okay, fair enough. Nancy?
Is it okay if the check comes after the new fiscal year? Because 90 days would be after the new fiscal year.
Probably not. It sounds like Avista needs to get paid now
If they don't
to
get the
do the
check, they
work.
don't start the power.
No,
Or
but
you're talking the reimbursement?
Yes, the
No, the
reimbursement.
reimbursement from the federal government to us,
We're going to be cutting a check in fiscal year 19. They're going to be reimbursing us in 20.
probably in 20.
Is that okay?
Nina, is this a problem?
I don't know that it is, I would have to, yeah. What we're doing is, there's fund balance in Fund 30 from the work that was done for the Forest Service.
Right.
And so we're spotting them that by using that money. Now, we've used some of that for the 2020 budget, but there's still $655,569 remaining in their fund balance. So we can pay Avis to get the project going, and then when we're reimbursed, that would just
Well, it goes
replace
right back in.
their fund
Okay, got it.
balance, so,
Good explanation.
yeah.
Okay,
Are we good?
yep.
Okay, motion.
I move that we approve the Avista Electric Service extension funding from Fund 30,
Do you want the amount?
$12,873.07.
Me too.
Okay. That's the second.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, motion carried. Public comment? None. 2:19 PM, meeting adjourned. Thank you.
We did not